Hey yo, Vil here. Today we got another tier list. Now I'm gonna start off with it been bothering me, eating my mind because of making this tier list of Legend of Zelda series. Forgive me if it's not gonna be perfect because I just had to get out of the way, and then I would say disclaim almost say disclaimer of I don't think I might just remake this tier list again because there's some video games I did get the chance to play and I never finished it, or some I never did finish or never did play it whatsoever. So there's more to it than that. So I'm just gonna say some of them. In the beginning on these first panel rows, they're gonna be lightning rounds. So without further ado, we just begin as I could tell. So we have I can't hardly even see these because they're small, trying squares. But I said if we get the chance to finish it, and if you guys said what's the point of adding these Legend Zelda games? You didn't even touch the one. If I don't leave one, it feels like this tier list may be incomplete. So get that out of the way. Some of these games are like Japanese. I believe this is like Four Swords. These are things. I'm sorry. I wish I could do explain better. This video might be going to be short than others. Um, some of these side games. I know this had to be a little. This was said in Google when I put it over here. These two little anime or some video game. So with such as Zelda Minish Cap, I did play it, but never get the chance to finish it. This is the Master Collection. I just put it right here because there's nothing more to say. It's got to be the little bundle of Ocarina Time, and then there's another one. I forgot what game it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know it's Ocarina Time and it's probably three in one. There's Majora Mask and sorry with Minicap. Okay, I did play this in the Game Boy, but I know you're supposed to connect it with your GameCube, but I know I've recently played it since I was a little kid. I don't have fond memories of it because, reason. Link Crossbow didn't get the chance. And Hourglass, I did play it, but I didn't finish it. This is like the Spirits track. Never get the chance. You know what? Let me be honest. I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm gonna keep it G. Like there's so many games. Now, Hyrule Warriors, alright. I would consider playing this during the time when the Wii came out, like came for the Wii, but man, this video is not gonna be perfect whatsoever. Sorry I didn't write the script and all that, but I have a lot more say with the last couple of rows and help it make up to make it this video stand a little bit longer than it should. With High Warriors, it's just a Dynasty Warrior. This is during the time it was popular. Same thing with Breath of the Wild is Calamity Ganon. This is when if they save everybody. This is an online play. I didn't even touch it whatsoever. Link Between Worlds didn't get. I'm sorry. There's so many Zelda games and down here. Like I wish I could elaborate. With Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker. I'm not gonna say a lie. I know I did play it once before, but didn't finish it. Ocarina of Time. I play it, but I put it in S tier. I know it's a great game because it's all time classic. Majora Mask, I say A. Skyward Sword is my favorite one. I put it in S1. Let's see. Uh, I would explain a little bit more, but it's hardly nothing to explain for me. I have to re. I don't think I'm not gonna replay the game. Like I said, with this tier list, it's imperfect. I wish I could do a little bit more better with this tier list to explain more with certain ones of these games. It's just that if I don't finish now, then what'll happen later? You know what I'm saying? Because I, how I could say this. I know I can emulate some of these games, but I don't want to be one of those people that play it, turn it off, wait like a couple months, and then they'll never pick it back up again because other things, or you just lost interest of the game, or to get boring at times. I don't want to be like one of those people. Like, don't get me wrong, there are games that I did actually did finish when I have enough time to play them. But then again, it was just that I could elaborate and just play a little bit more with Skyward Sword because I remember I had the game, the Wii game. I'm gonna morally gonna say this when I get to the last two with Breath of Wild and Tears of the Kingdom last because I'm just gonna say the best one for last because rather gonna make it a conclusion. So this video is gonna be shorter than usual. So for Skyward Sword to me was the best experience I ever played when it comes to explain the origin story of the Legend of Zelda in the very beginning, how it all started with the three golden goddesses. I know that they had made a manga. To me personally, though, many people, a cool creator, I forgot his name, who made it, that he just did it, and they say it's not canon. I know most of the Zelda mangas don't be canon because, not in the source material besides of, the actual main Zelda games whatsoever. But I feel like if they try to make a spirit hill and a goddess idol sacrifice herself, would it be more convenient to let it be canon? Because it feel like it's conjoined. Instead, it's just like saying that we just made a hero to order to build a foundation instead. Like this is like Link journey, how he started. Instead of just like in the background where the god is higher and he have his royal knight. Even Demise said when you're some type of man I once knew because you just remind me of him because so much courage. The royal knight, but he been reincarnated, and the same thing goes with Hylia when she was in Zelda. It felt like that comic book should have been canon, or they should have added like complete story, like a side quest story, just a little bit to get a little origin story, like maybe like a side quest or a mini quest to like explain things about the hero and make it canon in the video game. But I know they're supposed to add like Zelda in this game to have a playable Zelda, but they're gonna make a new Legend of Zelda Echoes with Echoes of Wisdom. So at least there's a playable Zelda. And don't get me wrong, you got Hyrule Warriors and highly champions. These two, like you have games that also play Zelda a couple of times. It's not the very first time. I had to go and watch. There are times that how many times that Zelda ever be a playable character in Legend of Zelda? The name based off of her, pretty much. It's supposed to be like this is her story, her legend about the Royal Knight, even though Link be the main one as a hero of time. The hero then the Highlands, the Royal Hyrule needed the most. So, with almost kind of off topic, I'll say what I was talking about a little bit. But like I had to catch myself real quick. Skyward Sword. There are things I really did enjoy Skyward Sword. The adventure. I feel like when I first watched the playthrough and I played the game too as well. Let me go watching it first when it first came out. I remember trailers, and then I remember YouTuber playing it when yes, it was just like a very very long gameplay. This is the longest Zelda game. I know they probably others comes with Breath of the Wild, uh, Legend Zelda, Twilight Princess, and Tears of the Kingdom are longer. But then again, I enjoyed the experience. I love when Fi came around. I know she didn't did too much because it was mainly Leak. I wish they would done it with, with Midna again, or with Navi, I know Navi's been meant to be annoying, and then, that little joke of, Navi being say, hey, listen, and all that type of stuff. But I'm expressing how I feel. Like I said, it's not perfect the way I'm gonna speak it because I just have great moments of this game. Like this is really is the best one. I'm gonna put it higher because this is really the best one I ever enjoyed. The experience of, you know, being in the sky, being land, learning things, the origin story, have a good villain, gear him, learning about the mines and how he cursed the royal blood and Hylians and all that type of stuff is a surprising. It would have not been a story if they could just rewind time again and try to prevent it and use the Triforce this time and just wish, demise don't exist. They did it before and tried to kill demise in the present, but it came back in the past. Or just wish that demise would never was exist in that moment of, erase him from all timelines. That would be because he is an entity of he lived through time and space itself. That's what many YouTubers say, but it's just that I believe that Link should have made a wish of erasing demise completely from all, you know, future endeavor, but we never get to have the choice story and we never would have these Legend of Zelda games. So Twilight Princess S tier, I really did enjoy this game. I would have put it high, but Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess are both the same ones together. I really did enjoy Twilight Princess in the adventure of, with having Midna along, like a viable companion. Excuse me, to actually willing to help you and assist you in gameplay wise. Now I know you gotta transform to a wolf and she'll be on your, back and explore around Hyrule with you and all that, do certain things to help you, and then learn the story about you know the the forbidden Sheikah when they banished to the Twilight Realm. I enjoy it the most of the story also. I really did enjoy it. It's just like I wish I could explain more the way how I feel. It just that it just this I really did enjoy Twilight Princess. The fond memories of playing the Wii and a little bit of GameCube. This nostalgia of it. It's just a great game. So obviously, Breath of the Wild S tier. When we first got into it, I remember inversing the world when we first got that opening when Link opened to the Resurrection Shrine. When Link lost his memory. When we get to the Breath of Fresh Air, and you're just like, oh, this is Hyrule, the new Hyrule, and we do the multiple possible things at once. It's during the time they finished Skyward Sword, they're developing this one and make an open world Zelda game, the very first open world Zelda game, and the great it was. I remember like playing DLC. First, I got this game in my Wii U. And here's the reason why y'all probably say, "Yeah." Now, originally this game supposed to be the Wii U console, but here's the reason why I got it in the Wii. One, the Nintendo Switch came out too early. It's not too many games. Besides, most of the games are portable, like Mario Kart Deluxe and Breath of the Wild when it came. Then you got other games that was ported too as well. But when I have like when I had college fund, like financial aid, the lady supposed to owe me $400, and then during that time, like obviously you get where I'm coming from. If I buy the Nintendo Switch for like 300, I won't get the plus tax. I won't able to get Tears of the Kingdom. I would have immediately got this game if I have the Nintendo Switch, but I decided not to because I would be broke, and plus I was trying to save my money for anything that's possibly could be happening by paying bills and all that type of stuff. So when I first immersed through the world, it was breathtaking. I really did. You could go wherever you want to go. Grab crafting. Well, it's not too much crafting. Too much. But I know Tears of Curriculum did that with weapon fusion and certain items you gotta do. I know they did it Tears of the Kingdom when you upgrade your no Breath of the Wild when you upgrade your your outfits, different outfits. I was confused at first, but I never did explicitly get on YouTube. I was just on my own and exploring things, learning things, grabbing weapons, and just go. Just play this game blindly. That's the best experience when you get a open world Zelda game without letting other people. You watch them instead and just immersive it. Like the best experience is just immersive it and then solve it yourself and then put two to two together, which is a great experience. I really did enjoy. Then it's alright to have help once in a while to watch some YouTube videos, but then again, the best experience is to play blindly and do the best way you can. I really did enjoy the boss battles. I enjoyed the it was different, and at least they didn't did no dungeons. I know they had shrines like the Sheikah shrine, but they're like mini dungeons. I don't know why people complain that Legend of Tears of the Kingdom. It's like things cannot be the same. We gotta take something new and have it breathtaking with this one. I don't mind having dungeons without dungeons in Zelda. I know Zelda is supposed to be all about dungeons, but I don't mind having no dungeons. And the reason why I said that because different, change. And then they changed it with the Shrika shine, and then we got those forbidden not necessarily the champion, what are those? I forgot. Damn it, it's been a long time. The champions and they have their own their own shit. I'm sorry. Blip, blip, blip. I know English, motherfucker. Do you speak it, nigga? Um, you know what I'm talking about? When we get to those animals technologies, I wish I remember the name of them. And the reason why I said that because that was the best experience. I enjoy getting on these boys and witness it and then puzzle solve it. I remember solving these all by myself. It was so much fun. Like this is like really, really, truly was fun. And the Zelda team did a great, fantastic job of it. I know there's some flaws like the weapons are easily break so fast in the game. Then let me check real quick and see if I'm recording. Okay, I'm recording. This this amazing. This like one of the greatest Zelda games of all time. Like they did it so perfectly right with everything with this one. And not only that, I just have a blast. I just have a blast. Now Tears of the Kingdom. Alright. This is where Tears of the Kingdom. I'm in between Tears of the Kingdom because it's iffy. It's wanted to. I might not explain much more than I should when it comes to explaining a little bit more with this one. I forgot minor things along the way. I should have been wrote them down during that time when I first played this game. And people, the one thing I hate about people is where we have they say the exact same thing over again. You get tired of people when they say the exact same thing over and over again. I'm just put it right here. Not detail, I might just put it up a little bit. But I hate the matter of fact where people say the exact same thing. Like, we are versing the exact same world. Well, here's the thing though. It's a sequel. It's been like, it's supposed to be like 3 years. I understand they're supposed to do something new, but they never explain elaborate a little bit more. We do have something to do in this game, but everything disordered. But at least they add new things into it. You got underground, you got sky. I wish they would have did something more with the sky, more better. Because underground, you just literally do whatever you please. You just grab these minerals, you grab, kill these enemies, find these legendary weapons. Upgrade your Zonai battery charge, grab these Zonai pieces, or forge your weapon, fuse your weapons, and all that type of stuff. Like, the reason why people got pissed off because the map layout is just the exact same thing, and I don't want to understand, but at the exact same time, you gotta realize it's supposed to be added content, it's supposed to be DLC. Not only that, most of the Legend of Zelda team always wanted to have a sequel. I know they did with Ocarina of Time, with Majora's Mask, but this time at least Majora's Mask Link went to another world and all that type of stuff. Or they want to do a Twilight Princess too. To be honest, they want to do a lot of things actually when it comes to making sequel Zelda story, and they have to put us in the same world. But I understand they want to explore these villages where we have the for the past 3 years. They should expand their village a little bit more and just like I get that part, but it was like bullshit opinion because that why does that even matter when we know we're going back to the story? We and this is like we have to respect the Legend of Zelda team because they've been wanting to make another sequel of Legend of Zelda of the previous game. Also with any other Zelda game, they want to do it. They want to do it. It's just that they never get the chance to because I don't know the reason behind their development. Only God knows. But they've been wanting to do this. They want to, you know, make a good sequel. Well, this sequel right here is like a bitter taste of sweet. In between, there are times I have fun with the fusion weapon, you know, stuff. Go up to the sky with your child. I forget some of these names. I'm sorry. Like, it's been a while since. Excuse me. Bless me. It's been a while since yeah, you could tell by these names and all that type of stuff. Like I really did enjoy, this game. But the one thing is minor major flaws this game hold back. I'm gonna put it A minus right for now. Reason why I said it back was A minus because I'm between. I had a lot of fun moments in this game. There is some fun moments in this game, but it's like in between because the story is kind of mess. I'm not gonna sit here a lot. Nobody don't explain elaborate the story. I forgot certain plot points, but if y'all gonna know, ask me in those comments. I might just, who knows? I might maybe. I don't think I might just make a conclusion of this video because, well, this video software and I'm doing Windows 10 and if I try to do when Adobe Pro, it gonna be the video gonna be mushy and messed up, and I can't cut certain part out because it's a software. So I had to say what I had to say in this video. So forgive me. I may forget. Like, here's the thing. I have a lot to say with Tears of the Kingdom, but certain things I forgot. What the story was, they kind of fucked it up with Legend of Zelda. And I heard a lot of people say this, that, and the third because this Nintendo and all that type of stuff. And many people say it was the fans' fault because they're trying to make the story of Legend of Zelda and all that type of stuff. To me, I'll be by. This is where it's what they got going on. They vision and how they want to tell the story, and not the fans that evolve. Because you gotta respect their creations. But I I know I gotta take this for granted. Even though I do not like Tears of the Kingdom, the way how they mess it up, it feel like they destroyed the franchise. This is where I understand adding something new to explore the lore, like to have different legends. I understand this is supposed to be Link and this is Zelda. This is like some of these stories may be truth, some may be myth, some may be, mistold, or this is the actual truth. But then again, I feel like when the Zonai came and had those secret stones, you know what? I called them pebbles. And the reason why I called them pebbles is because I know it's supposed to be ancient artifacts where it's supposed to be strong, like close to the master sword, but really it isn't because Ganondorf break the shit out of the master sword. And I understand it's supposed to bathe in eternal and sacred power, heal itself to make it stronger, which Zelda had the choice but to sacrifice herself too as well. I ain't even gonna explain about anything about the master sword what it break, but the main problem is the story is. I'm sorry if I kind of drag it much longer than it should, but it's like get to the point. Now I'm gonna get to the point. Um, when Zelda went back in time, and this is the building of Hyrule. I thought she'd go back a way time when Skyward Sword. This is where after Skyward Sword, but they kind of messed it up in the story. This would probably be an alternate universe when Raru and Sonya was original founders of Hyrule. And I'll say, what happened to Zelda of, in the story, with Link and then they build the Hyrules together, saying, but when did this came from? And not only that, the main problem, this is a main flaw. When Ganondorf started the battle and all that type of stuff with Raul and Sonya when he became evil, I feel like this Ganondorf is not the goodest one. I understand why everybody like this version of Ganondorf. I prefer the original Ganondorf. Okay, so let me get to the point. Let me get to the point. All right, when Sonya and Raul was the very first one, where are their kids at? Or their cousins? With the Zona, I can understand with Ganondorf, he probably just think them, you know what I'm saying? But they never explain what happened to the Zonai, and all you need to know is just that they fight in the war. I expect more Zonai to be in this game, and then Ganondorf just wiped them out, clean the face of the earth because he got that secret stone. I wish they would have explained a little bit more. And I finna about to say the bloodline. If it wasn't Ravu and Sonya didn't gave birth to a family member or a royal bloodline from their cousin, they would never have Hyrule. They would never build a kingdom. And Zelda would never existed. Even though it's true that Zelda is like a distant relative to them. But where are their kids? Where are their cousins? I know I hear crickets, but I wait. Because if you try to do a royal kingdom of, this series, when it comes down to kingdom, if y'all know your research, if somebody in the family bloodline or a distant cousin or whatever is supposed to be there. If a king or a queen doesn't have no family member, they have no choice to pass on. Now, sometimes they can't pass it over to their friends, but mainly it could be in the royal bloodline. Or sometimes they do it around the people, whoever get the king, whatever. But I'm focused on the family because this is a goddess Hylia. This is supposed, and another thing too as well. Okay, let me slow down. Let me focus on this one first, and then we're gonna do the other one. But I said this: Zelda would never existed in this alternate universe. Say they goes with the hero of time, because I'm just standing here looking like did they explain the story whatsoever? Like, let alone like kept it in the Skyward, like kind of make it connected because in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, both of them have the exact same map. They have like old relics from the past of when you explore Hyrule in the previous game, like a little Easter egg or something like that. So that confirms that they're all in one timeline, and some of them are separate timelines. You know what I'm saying? So it feel like Sonya and Rabu feel like they I feel like they just made it and just did whatever they want to do with the story. Like, they didn't put no effort in the story. I understand it's supposed to be the gameplay. The gameplay it matters the most. But I wish they would have stayed consistent with their own timeline and kept it the exact same thing. I understand do a little Easter hunt and all that type of stuff, but explore your lore just a little bit when it comes to your storytelling. Because that really messed up and nobody don't talk about that. Like, where are Zelda? These are the descendants of Zelda. And then Zelda said, where's my, they all got killed. Let's be honest, they all got killed. So the bloodline end right there. So who was, the king after Hyrule? And you gotta realize, this is like a sacred blood of Legend of Zelda because the goddess Hylia, they had to pass out the royal bloodline of her when she in royalty. So that means the bloodline are actually a stink. They don't have no choice. It's a stink. Now, yeah, you could say like she was born in the very first beginning of the game, but then again, they didn't ever explain it a little bit further how, the goddess Hylia transfer her power much, and then she just reincarnation in a mortal body, and then she got some sacred powers. If it was like a royal blood family line type of way to explain it, keep on passing down, and then that supposed to work that way, it was like a random oddball, and then they kept on continuing for so long because they said in recent games this sacred bloodline that Zelda had supposed to pass down, and there'd be other Zeldas out there. She's a reincarnation of Hylia, supposed to keep going, keep going. To be honest, that bloodline would have been a stake. And I feel I'm sorry if I going jibber jabbing this way, that way, and all that type of stuff, but it's like people don't pay attention to the minor details of the story because they focus on the wrong things. Like the story is not even good as much as it should because they most of the time they replay the exact same clip like they do. If you try to go to the other six stages, they say the exact same thing that the previous stage the same thing. Many will say the exact same thing. She's playing a little bit more. Or Zelda went back in time. Like at least Zelda have different interaction with the characters when you have memories of them. That's when she she came back in time so she could grab the master sword so she could turn herself into a dragon so the master sword could be full strength in like a century. Like what I said 10,000 years? More than 10,000 years to be honest, like take like a century because they need to specifically, expand, elaborate a little more how did it work and all that type of stuff, or to explain the timeline. But that's when I was like indifferent with this game. Like I have a great experience playing it, but the story is just like it kind of taking me off a little bit. It's like I remember when the Legend of Zelda, each story have their own merits. Like Skyward story have its own merits. You know what I'm saying? The Twilight Princess have its own merits. At least they have their own story. Breath of the Wild have its own story. It's just like future, distant future, but it didn't explain reference. It did reference some here and there. Ocarina of Time was its own thing. Then you have, the majority of the Zelda story. Some of them may be connected, but at least you know they are connected. At least they explain to your face. Tears of the Kingdom, it feels like it's supposed to be connected with, Breath of the Wild, but at the exact same time, I don't want to connect it as Breath of the Wild because it feel like it's disconjoint. I understand they're supposed to play about the gloom and the calamity Ganon, how Ganon was sealed for 10,000 years of, it's like the story is a mess. It's like, you see how the story is a mess? Like, whatsoever. Instead, it's like, it don't have to be a perfect story. At least, like, do it to point A to point B. Like, make it a neutral story. I know Zelda, this is supposed to be a gameplay experience. We enjoy it. We take a Link in adventures. We explore the legendary hero of Hyrule that he went to tribe of tribulation, the hero of courage, the chosen goddesses. Well, you know how it is. Highly chosen, but the goddess did chose him because he was destined to do this. He was chosen to do this. Like we supposed to immerse his world, enjoy his story, and then I understand most of the stories don't have to be connected, but at the exact same time, it just feels like they are connected. At least one thing they are single. With this Tears of Kingdom, it feels like an oddball of the group, and it feels like I'd rather make it a separate universe where this is not connected to Breath of the Wild. It's like a what if scenario. If what happened, we do that in a prison world and all that, and it feels like if it's talking about ancient war during that time, like this is when Ganondorf started being born and all that. This is like not our version of Ganondorf. This is like the beginning one, with the demise and all that. But I feel like the story fall flat in its face because it didn't explain something properly. I wish I could say more with this story because I did forget some minor parts of what the hell's going on. Like I did pay attention what's going on. There's some good moments in here. There's some bad moments in here, and then all that. I wish I said northern people because those people. Excuse me for a second. I'm sorry, y'all. It's had to be the ad that I'm using. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me just. I'm sorry, y'all, for the interruption of the video. If y'all can hear it, but yeah, boy, just I really do enjoy Tears of the Kingdom, but it's like 50-50. I enjoy it, the next thing I get bored afterwards. It's one of those games where I wish they could have done better with the story. I wish the things. on my future itching using Zonai's abilities. I wish they would explain a little bit more what happened to the recent Zonai. You only get two Zonais, and that's Varu and Meru. That's about it. Varu, we understand he sealed himself to stop Ganondorf. Mineral, she had to transform into a spirit because she needed to help Zelda and the hero have, Link for his quest and his journey. But what happens with all the Zonais at? There should be more. If they explain a little bit more with Ganondorf went after them one by one and just killed them, or explain that a Zonai technology because they put them in the heavens, and if the Golden Goddess made them or Haya knows about them, give a little lore just a little bit. Like these are can't like different dragon breeds. You know what I'm saying? Like we have Skyward Sword, you have the three dragons, and probably have different dragon breeds. You know what I'm saying? But it's like this story's like an afterthought. I think it just I understand they're supposed to have fun, but I understand take the story as granted. You wish they could do better. You know what I'm saying with this game. I feel like I'm on the story, but oh, I wish I remember certain parts of what I say about it because I could make this video a little longer, beyond Tears of the Kingdom a little bit more longer because most of these games down here in the bottom, I never get the chance to play them. Well, actually, my bad. I messed up this tier list. Let me just reorganize this. Sorry, but I know I keep on apologies, but it just feels like I know we all got to start from somewhere to be better, to do better, write your script and all that. But that's how I feel like with most of these games, like with Tears of the Kingdom. I respect Tears of the Kingdom, I really do, but it's iffy in between. I just reorganizing this. So yeah, so this is my tier list. Sorry, we don't have no B, C, or D tiers, but at the end of the day, Legend of Zelda always will be the best franchise that Nintendo have, like the second best. When it comes to Mario, the very first. And I really do enjoy Legend of Zelda. I wish I could play these games and elaborate a little bit more, but I'm not gonna get the chance to play these because I do have time, but I don't want to waste time on playing video games the rest of my life. I want to do something more active, like go out, explore, or just I play games when I feel like it, but or just write my story down and do my animations. So I have reasons. There's better things else to do than play video games. I play video games when I get the chance to, play them. But other than that, that's about it for this video. So this like 38. So I hope you guys really did enjoy the video. I hope you guys really did like it. And forgive me, like I said, it's not going to be the best video. I'm going to say get this video out here because I know I didn't be uploading much of that I should. It's like been like a month, and last time I uploaded is that Paper Mario deleted scene. And I know it's like 4 weeks, maybe 5, about to be a month. But hope you guys really did enjoy the video and where I'm coming from. Sure that you guys leave a like for and subscribe for more videos upcoming in the future. Until further notice, stay blessed. Have a blessed one. Bye.